The time now is 6:30. Welcome back to KSNT News and happy Columbus Day. Even if you don't have to go to work and to school this morning, but you're up early, you're getting ready to maybe run some errands, you want to grab the rain gear. I'm tracking scattered showers across the area. A grade of a B-, temperatures outside in the mid-50s. I want to send it out to our KSNT storm tracker. We are live near the Topeka area. Notice some traffic there, both north and south. I believe they're on US 75, so certainly some people heading to work and school this morning. Although it's not raining right now where they are, maybe it's just some sprinkles. There's still some ponding on the roadways, so keep that in mind. Back to our bus stop forecast this afternoon, still holding on to that rain chance, but I'll tell you this, as our Columbus Day unfolds, the rain, at least in chance, will be diminishing this afternoon. High temperatures, depending on how much sunshine we see, could squeak into the lower 70s. Otherwise, 50s and 60s for a large chunk of today. Our KSNT Storm Track Max Track radar tracking some of that rain, at least most of it now, north of I-70, but there's a lot more where this is coming from, especially out in central Kansas. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. But across our eastern counties, right along I-70, Topeka, just some sprinkles. Lawrence, you guys too, but in south central Jefferson County, just south of the shores there of Lake Perry and Meriden, seeing another round of heavy rain that quickly moving to the north. In a few minutes, we'll take a look at KSNT Future Track and at the extended forecast. I think you're going to like what you see.
You know, it's funny, she went over a minute over, and you don't stop her. When I go 1 second over, it's like
you
a
had
big deal.
many answers.
It's really very interesting.
Got a question.
This morning, there's a lot of talk about last night's dark and bitter battle on the presidential debate stage. With less than a month to go until the election, the stakes couldn't be higher for either candidate. National correspondent Mark Meredith is on the ground in St. Louis this morning with a look at the biggest and most talked about moments.
Right from the start, things seemed heated. Trump and Clinton choosing not to shake hands at the beginning of the debate, and it didn't take long for the fireworks to go off.
If I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation.
He owes the president an apology. He owes our country an apology.
For 90 minutes, both candidates took questions from voters in the hall and online. But it was Trump who faced the biggest test first, having to answer for these vulgar comments caught on tape.
I better use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her.
The audio, recorded back in 2005, rocked his campaign all weekend.
And I was embarrassed by it. But I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever done those
women
things?
Have respect for me.
But Trump tried to deflect, spending time trying to paint Hillary's husband, former President Bill Clinton, as an abuser of women. Meanwhile, Trump was pressed hard on his plans to stop the bloodshed in Syria, while Clinton once again apologized about the email scandal that's plagued her campaign. Perhaps the most pleasant moment of the debate came at the very end last night when Trump complimented Hillary Clinton's work ethic, said he admired her for that. When asked the same question about what she admires about Donald Trump, Clinton said she admires his family, specifically Trump's children. Reporting from Washington University this morning in St. Louis, I'm Mark Meredith.
According to a CNN poll, Hillary Clinton won the second presidential debate last night, 57% to 34%. The results also tracked watchers' pre-debate preference. 58% of debate watchers say they were supporting Clinton before the debate. Jackson County has been awarded over $70,000 this month. That money will go towards more tools and the deputies' patrol cars. KSNT News' Jared Thompson is live at the Sheriff's Office in Holton. So Jared, tell us, what is this award going to mean to the people in Jackson County?
The Sheriff's Office here will use that grant that was worth over $72,000 for mobile data units that will go inside cars like this you see behind me. So what that means for deputies is that they'll have access to jail records and booking photos while they're out on the roads instead of coming all the way back to the Sheriff's Office to obtain that information. Now, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office was awarded the Federal Edward J. Byrne Memorial Justice Assistant Grant this month. The award is named after an officer who was killed, and now it's available for all law enforcement agencies. Since the new equipment means deputies will be on the roads more, one sheriff tells me the award really helps smaller towns.
It's a good thing for law enforcement, especially for the rural areas where they don't have the benefit of the larger budgets and available funding.
Before they received the award, dispatch had to do some of the sheriff's work who were on the roads that didn't have access to criminal records. And with that award, it means dispatch can expect a lighter workload. Now, Sheriff Tim Morsey tells me that he's not sure exactly when the sheriff's office is going to receive those funds as of yet, but he says once those mobile data units are installed, it means an easier job for dispatch and deputies. Live in Holton, Jared Thompson, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Jared. Some good news there. Now, the grant is given out by the state, and any law enforcement agency in Kansas can apply for the grant. KU's chancellor is worried this morning that shooting a gun in some areas of campus could be disastrous. Bernadette Gray Little says there are parts of the school that have pressurized gas cylinders and rocket fuel. But Gray Little says the Attorney General says the school can't make those places exceptions to state law. State-run universities must start allowing concealed weapons onto campuses in July of next year. This morning, more than 300 former employees are thinking back to their days at the Menninger Clinic in Topeka. The clinic, a driving force for mental health care, opened in Topeka in 1925. The clinic aligned with the Baylor College of Medicine and moved to Houston in 2012. More than 315 people signed up to attend a dinner Saturday night. Relatives of the founder, C.F. Menninger, attended a variety of events Friday through Sunday. This morning, the Topeka Birth and Women's Center is celebrating new ownership. Jody Blair is taking over for Josie Norris, who recently retired. In February of last year, Topeka Birth Center was temporarily suspended for 2 months. The suspension came during complaints of unusually high numbers of medical issues in women and newborns. The new leadership says there is nothing to be concerned about.
Well, we have reviewed all of our policy and procedure and our nurse midwife protocols, and we are sticking with those very carefully.
The Topeka Birth and Women's Center was founded in 1980. The owner says about 3,000 babies have been born there. Topeka police want to make sure every kid in Shawnee County gets the same opportunities. So they're asking the community to join them in mentoring minority youth. The department is hosting Donald Northcross, the founder of the OK program, today at 3 at the Law Enforcement Center on South Kansas Avenue. It's an informational event to figure out how many residents are interested in the program. Everyone is welcome to join, especially male community members of color. And today, teens from all across Kansas are going to be racing on, get this, tricycles. Seriously. And they're all doing it to learn about driving safely. How about that? KDOT is hosting an impaired goggles tricycling challenge this afternoon at 2 at the State House. It's a part of the Put the Brakes on Fatalities Day on the south side of the Capitol. The day focuses on all types of traffic safety, whether you're in a car, bike, motorcycle, or just walking across the street. Turning now to the latest on Hurricane Matthew. It is long gone from the Atlantic coast, but the devastation is staying. In North Carolina, flooded cities are trying to dry out, and those downstream are keeping a close eye on rising rivers. The flooding disaster is expected to slowly unfold over the next several days as all that rain flows into rivers and downstream. So Kyle, what can we expect here? We know the folks out there are dealing with a lot of flooding. So here, I noticed we had a little bit of rain, but what do you expect?
You know, not much in terms of flooding here locally, Brooke, but of course, yes, we are still tracking scattered showers this morning. But touching just a little bit on Hurricane Matthew, for me, the most dangerous part of any hurricane that makes landfall is actually that storm surge. Yes, it rains a lot. Yes, they can spawn tornadoes. However, with the Atlantic Ocean water literally coming up into people's yards, that's pretty scary. That's what a lot of that water is actually from, not from the rain. Although it does rain very hard in a hurricane.
And I mean, and to know that I don't think there was that many deaths, and just thankfully, I know so many people were prepared out there, and so thank goodness there was somewhat of good news. And also, there's also some good news about the Zika virus. I guess for now, it seems like that might calm down in the area for a little bit as these floodwaters continue to kind of recede and we get rid of all of it. So there's some shed of good news.
I think a lot of those flooding waters have certainly killed a lot of those mosquitoes that probably have Zika virus in the southeast. So that's some good news as well.
Yeah,
let's get to our forecast here locally, tracking some scattered showers and a couple rumbles of thunder here across northeast Kansas, but nothing severe, nothing like we saw last